Hi, I'm Peter Loshak with SBR Videos. I am talking right now with Jeff from BMOCMoves.com. We are covering a handful of games from the Saturday card in college basketball. We've been assigned a bunch of them, and Jeff, the second one we've been assigned, Oregon-Stanford. Now this is one of those games where on paper, there appears to be an obvious side, and you're thinking like, is there obvious value? You should just go with it, or is it kind of a trap, and you'll feel stupid afterwards if you bet it? Right now, Stanford is a 6-point home underdog, and Stanford really just looking like they can't hang with the top teams in the Pac-12, right? They're 0-5-1 against the spread over their last 6. Their last game was a double-digit home loss against Oregon State. Earlier in the year, they got beat, pretty bad against Arizona, a similar team to Oregon in terms of talent with a similar line. They're a 5.5-point dog there. Oregon been great straight up and against the spread in conference play. They're coming off a blowout loss, but before that, they've just been killing it ATS. Oregon -6 seems like an obvious play. Is it a play with value or a trap? What do you think, Jeff?
No, I think it's a play with value. You
Yeah.
look at Oregon, Peter. I mean, I've learned with them, normally what you think's going to happen is going to happen. Last night, that line was very odd. That just kind of showed you where to play. Cal was the play in that game.
Yeah.
But you look at Stanford, this team can't score. They have really one option on offense. In their last 4 games, they've lost every one by 12 or more points. They're just not able to hang in this conference. Oregon off a loss, I think, is a must play tomorrow. I don't think this is a bad line at all. I love this. I'm glad that I don't have to lay 10 points in this one. This team has been the best in this conference. They've shown that they can beat Arizona on the road. That was really impressive. Going into Stanford's going to feel like a walk in the park to them, especially off a loss and a blowout loss. I think there's a little value in Oregon only have to lay 6 in this one. Stanford just can't score. I mean, there's not a good team.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's just that I don't like it when there's a line that doesn't make sense to me. Like we just in fact finished discussing the Wisconsin-Maryland game. That one has a big underdog line for Wisconsin. That line makes sense to me. This one doesn't quite make sense to me, and that makes me nervous.
Yeah, I hear you, but I've noticed with Oregon, they're not a team I like to bet against very often.
Sure. Yeah.
It always seems to come to fruition what's going to happen with them. It's like I said, off a loss, they did win this game by 13 earlier this year. I just don't think Stanford has any way they hang in this game. I just don't think they have any options to hang with. I mean, Oregon has 4 or 5 options that are
Yeah.
really so. I don't think this is a big deal. I'm going to lay the 6. I think it's a very solid spot.
Yep, I'm agreeing with you. All right, Jeff from BMOCMoves.com and myself in agreement once again. Oregon +6, trap line or no? We think no. We'll see where this line closes, where the money comes in, and where it moves. Jeff's website is BMOCMoves.com. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Peter.